I can I have a cause, Maloma. Hey, now, if no one not introduced soon to this lady, Nnenna, one of our members serve line of more of ma. But in car, I'm come on a Igbo because I'm gonna ask Igbo, so English and to Igbo, what I because our Chorocom can do Duria about Poslema. But then, I in your microphone, I can make one job. No, because I forget call line. What's your name? Because
my name is Nnenna. I'm from Leicester originally.
No, it's Nibo on your back, side the village on Ibu because.
So I'm from Abia State, Arochukwu.
Arochukwu, hey, Arochukwu. Can I delegate? No, so because I never look here. I ask no, thank you for coming. I can again ask what is Malmaka Icsn? In Ankibu. Okay, now Suligibu, not all in English. How did you hear about Icsn?
So I first heard about Icsn when I wanted to develop my Igbo language skills.
Oh, wait,
so I Googled for Igbo language class in London, and then Icsn showed up. So that's how I came to know more about Icsn and then came more entrenched within the society as a whole.
Okay, because throughout your Icsn journey, because any role you play, what were your positions? What role did you participate in?
So my first exec position was in 2018, 2019 as admin exec. And then during the pandemic year in 2020, I was culture exec.
Okay, one coach. If we're going to a little bit of culture, don't worry, I got diverged into them. Email of my last going magic for magic name when I Icsn. So because now you're going to get any part of Icsn have two positions, culture and admin. Now the role I participate in, think you like it the most?
To be honest, I did prefer the culture role. So the reasons why is because as well as involving new members and existing members to learn more about Igbo language and other sides of our culture as well, I was learning at the same time. When it came to one of the GHMs we did during the pandemic year, it was about Igbo religiosity and our cultural belief systems. And that was one of my favorite GHMs because it was well attended. We had native doctor come and speak about the religion at large, Nnenna and all of this. And I was learning whilst we were doing it, and the conversation was lively. And I think most people would have known I was quite keen to learn more about Igbo religion and ensure that we keep that part of our culture understood and alive. So
you serve at Icsn. You image all the 7 images. Imana quite nukum nuki na be melani kita. So I know what if I na be me. I about 25 years. So what we're doing now, we're just preparing for our 25-year anniversary. So it's a big thing. It's not a small thing. Not that many organizations out there have been running for 25 years. So what are you looking forward? Towards this 25 years, I know what you mean.
So yeah, like you said, it's no big thing to reach 25 years of any sort of society or association. So what I definitely want to see more of is definitely people like me feel inclined to learn more about their culture and feel welcome to learn more about their culture. So if they see young people in the diaspora really wanting to involve and share their heritage, then I definitely want that to continue people to be inspired by what's gone on in the past 25 years and want to give back in their own way, as well as take in what Icsn has been offering for all that time.
We serve not once but twice, and in this serve the second time, all during the pandemic time. Now that is even one of the most difficult time in which we engage in the matter. Because here you know with technology, technology. So you engage in because can you advise you in the and they offer after 25 years. Because I never also saw this 25 years. The next 25 years again, I make a celebration. Over 50 years I said that time. Imagine that time I research kanka go imanka kwanka I no kone ne kwanya. So could advice you get anga batan?
You have to help me small with this.
So basically, okay, we understand, okay, with all your experience you've done, first year, second year, especially in the second year, you went through some serious difficult time, try to engage people online, getting them to participate in your events. So we're just saying to you, our new generation coming into ICSN as members, as wanting to take role, to participate in the roles that you played for the next generation to come. What advice would you give them?
I would say, first off, for existing ICSN exec team and members to try search out for these members a bit more as opposed to just trying to encourage to come in. So if that means going to university ACS societies or any Nigerian societies based in those places, that would be one thing. I know there's that connection with other Igbo organizations as a youth contingent, but trying to have a bit more of a firm place in those societies to encourage more people to want to join, because it's the youth that are essentially going to keep this going, because people will age out of ICSN, they'll still involve, but you want to be bringing in fresh blood, for want of a better word, into the society to keep it fresh and new ideas to keep growing the organisation as a whole. So that's one of the things I would suggest ICSN should maybe do a little bit more to try and encourage that new contingent to come and then bring their own friends and family along to ICSN and know what we're about.
That's good.
That's what I would say.
So how do you come here already? Because the reason why I'm not being again, he like one of the position he liked the most was it the cultural part. Because when you got batana culture, could you see where manage? Could you see where you got cultural things within the ICSN can never namutakwa Igbo culture. How did you go about?
So what I would do in that role, obviously the Igbo schools would be part of that position, but within the GHMs we'd be doing as well is just to ensure that there's a cohesive way that the GHM is presented. If it comes to Iriji or Igbo marriage or anything like that, just to put it in a format that's easy for people to understand in the GHM. Also working alongside the PR and ensuring that there's punchy ways of putting forward what our Igbo culture is. So that's what I would do in that position.
So another thing I had to a lot of Igbo graduates in Apatachan. We reach out to them. What advice would you tell our current exec and our future exec? How do we attract the youngsters to join organizations such as large as this organization?
So I think sort of like I mentioned before, it's going out to where they would be. So if it's going to events that our Igbo youth are going to be at, or going to universities or even schools, maybe school leavers as well, and trying to entice them to not only participate in our events, but also if they want to put forward ideas onto how they can attract their demographic into this event, get them on subcommittee team, potentially a youth subcommittee team, so they can put forward their ideas there. Because it's all well and good pumping on like social media, but they don't know us. So like me, I didn't know anyone because I'm from Leicester. So I Googled and just out of my own volition came and saw ICSN that way through the language schools. So not everyone's going to be like that. So my point is that one of the things you could do is to go to where the youth are going to be, and I don't know, you could fly out or just talk to members of those organizations and tell them what ICSN is about.
So, so you know Leicester, even I have a branch in Manchester. Na na fuku yefe nafu, oproga kita imeke land na Leicester. Kai mapa na imeke open kwa mepe branch na Leicester. Imana ndi Igbo dukwa ebe ahụ, because I'm from ndi Igbo na ebe ahụ. And with some couple of Igbos I nwere ebe ahụ. I mepe for a Leicester branch. Ka we na emekwa ofuma. So because can you go to what does it mean? And what do you enjoy with your culture? What do you enjoy about?
It's like how proudly Igbo we are. I know that sort of doesn't answer the question, but coming across other Nigerians or other tribes within the country, I don't get that vibe. Whereas you'll know from our name, you'll know from just how we carry ourselves, you know from how loud we can be, you know from how enterprising we can be. We're very intelligent people. We're everywhere within Nigeria as well in the diaspora. So I think it's that fierce proudness of what Igbo-ness is what sets us out, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nnenna Bono. Nnenna Bono.
I don't think.
Huh? Have you been back home before?
Yes, I have.
You've been back to the village, Arochukwu.
Yes, that's the only place I go to. I don't hang out.
Where have you been in Arochukwu? When did you go last?
2018.
2018.
Yeah.
When you feel like in the culture, about Arochukwu culture, is there something you like about the way they do things? Because they'll be different from Anambra and Imo State. There must be something they do specifically that's different that you probably enjoyed when you went. Did you go Christmas time?
Yeah. Around that time.
What did you enjoy about it?
I mean, what I would say about Arochukwu is, it's its own proudly fierce recognition of its heritage and its culture. Obviously, we have our own, like, rapper as well. We have our masquerades going around during Christmas. We have our own sort of unique way of showing off that we are a unique set of Igbo culture.
Okay, no, there we go. So what does it mean to be Igbo to you? Be an Igbo woman. What does that mean to you?
To me, it means passing on that heritage. So it's always seems to be said that women are the ones who progress the culture compared to the men. So it's knowing and understanding enough of what it means to be Igbo within myself and proudly showing that to the next generation. So I have a younger brother, so I'm always shouting about ICSN. So I even brought him along to the Youth Weekender when it was last held in 2019 or something like that. So because of that, he's more involved in his own way within Igbo culture and showing that off in his own way as well. Same with my sister. So bringing it back to being an Igbo woman, and I'm the eldest daughter as well. So it's being that example of, okay, we have our own heritage, this is how we are. You do your own thing as well. You do your own way of showing how proud you are as an Igbo person.
Okay. So like I said earlier on, maybe about makanuku me mine akwadi me say you na camera ani ya gwande I say you wish you for well. Coffee forma, coffee for gagali for ma, coffee yesigi nobi, any email. So basically wish them well, talk to them,
Okay. To the camera. ICSN, it's been a real joy being part of the society and giving back in the ways that I have as an exec and also as a proud member as well. I would encourage you to reach out, be more visible to the other parts of our society and demographics as well, if you want the society to live on for another 25 years plus. But I've really taken a lot from the society and come to know more about my culture as well. So I really would want the next me or the next young man or woman to also want to have that fierce understanding of their culture and want to give back in all the ways that members have over the 25 years of its history.
Thank you so much. I na sige chuku gozie gi maka na uno e play role e play ne ai man no ka eba no biko na sige ne dalo chuku gozie gi ye ni mela anyi and maji polo maji yo obuni tinyela aka na ọ ga na agala gi ofuma I na sikwa gi ye ba obuni ga ije gi wi ije awele go. So we'd like to say a big massive thank you for all you've done for us. Congratulate you for actually coming down to spend this afternoon with us, and wish our young people, our ICSN people, good luck in everything they're doing. And we hope to see you at the event.
Yes.
In our 25-year anniversary. Have you got your ticket?
I will be getting my
Excellent.
ticket very soon.
Oh, you like it, I know. Oh, eventually, no. So, the by one go near, Omo Charlie, and go near. I'll be a cool English also. I'm easy buttons about the corner. I am tan which in a kekele. If we're going to garden, got a balls I have one catch your phone.